right, so here's a really quick run through on how to make an orbit effect like this. It's actually really quite simple. So this is our original timeline that we're going to recreate. So let's just do it from scratch. And then we're just going to add an empty timeline. I'm going to grab a circle. I'm going to make it as big as I want. Okay. And then I'm going to compress it a little bit to give it that sort of oval, that sort of orbit flavor. And press Command to turn on snapping. And then I'm going to get rid of the fill color and turn that to 0. Now, you notice how I had to turn the color to 0? That's actually a technique that's on purpose in Flow. There's no trash can for turning a color on and off, mainly because it makes it easier so that if at a later time you want to fade that in, it fades in from the right color to the color you're going to. That aside, now let's make the orb. Another circle. Oops. Press Shift, bring it down. Let's get rid of that stroke width. Okay, oops, so I've been making some animations here, see? What you can do is if you end up forgetting to turn on relative mode and you don't want any of those changes, you can always click the parent layer, and clicking the parent layer selects all the elements. And so if you have like a super parent layer like this one, you can go and just grab all of them and delete. Okay, so now I have an orbit looking shape, and I have something that I want to orbit. Now how does this work? This goes around and around and around. And if you have a consistent pace in your animation, then this is going to be at a quarter of the duration, half of the duration, 3/4, and then the full duration of your animation. So let's make this 2 seconds. We're going to expand to 2 seconds. There we go. And then at 0.5, we know that this orb is supposed to be, and again, pressing Control or Command there. And then, and you don't worry about your animations for now, like the key values that are coming in and stuff like that. At 1, this animation is going to be, we just want to set it up nicely there. And then at 1.5, this animation is going to be here, and then it should go back. So it should be like a diamond now, right? So how do we get that animation? Well, we add easing curve to it. So the way to think about it is in 2 different motions. Now for the full cycle of this animation, it offsets the Y down to here, and then it comes back, which means that on the Y property, we need only 1 key value, right? So now, okay, we're getting close, see? Next, it's very similar, okay? With the X position, we now know that we want it to go smoothly from left to right. So we can get rid of this. And we're getting close. There's just this tiny little hiccup that happens right here. And the reason for that is, and here's where you have to think about the animation itself, is you have an ease in, ease out here, and an ease in, ease out here. And here you have an ease in, ease out as well. Now, over the course of this 1 second, it smoothly eases in and eases out. And if you think about this half second here, looping into this half second here, what you have is you have an ease in, ease out, ease in, ease out. And that's what's giving that little hiccup. So what you want to have here is you want to click, and you want to have that be ease out, and click, and you want to have that be ease in. And there you go. There's your smooth animation. Okay, so now you have your orbit, and we just want to do a little bit of cleanup on this guy. So we're going to turn on relative mode. We're going to pause the animation. Set it back to the beginning. I need to do that, but I'm just doing it myself. Set it back to the beginning, and I want to change this to 2. And then I grab both of those guys, group them, take that group, and rotate it by 33 degrees. There you go.